Hey everybody, today Rahdo runs through gamer glass. Now, this is going to be a very unique run through, quite unlike the ones I normally do, because I'm going to come right out and say it. This is a commercial. Make no mistake about it, this is not a normal run through where I let you know how a game plays. This is a commercial for a product that my wife Jen makes. Basically, actually, for those of you who don't know, my wife Jen is a glass artist. She's been doing this for about 15 years now, I think. And recently, ever since we moved to Malta, she switched from kiln formed glass to, what's it called, lampworking? Lampwork glass. And for the most part, she's been doing this, and selling it at local galleries and whatnot. She's mostly been focusing on jewelry. In fact, here is an example of a little piece. I know not the most masculine piece, but I am comfortable with my masculinity. So anyway, so she mostly does jewelry, but earlier this year when I ran my Kickstarter campaign, some folks had a suggestion of, could Jen make player pieces as a Kickstarter reward? And she thought it was a great idea. She absolutely loved it. She really enjoys doing it. And so since then, she's been making more and more and practicing and coming up with different techniques and trying to get like her perfect take on how to make player pieces. And I'm just going to show a few of these to you today. So just pick up the camera, turn around. So here's a few, and there she was again, and there's Tula over there. Tula's not particularly interested in gamer glass. But anyway, so like this group right here, this is a set of 4 in what she called the confetti markers. And you can see, they've got a unique color, red, blue, green, and yellow, just like a perfectly bog standard collection for any gaming need. And in fact, she even goes one step further and does a black and a white as well, in case you're looking for a set of 6 instead of 4. But in addition to like these presets that she does, she also does these kind of special bespoke pieces, basically to the specifications of what somebody would like. This was a request for burgundy, which is actually kind of an odd color. Jen had to do quite a bit of experimentation. As you can see, she actually came up with several different pieces. And now she always does this when she's doing a, what do you call it? Is it a commission?
Yeah.
I guess a commission, so that the client has a lot of different options for what they would like. As you can see, there's this kind of stonework version and the multi-layer version. So I'll be actually taking these to Essen because Jen did these as a special thank you for somebody who's doing a favor for us. Now also, these are kind of a standard size she's worked out is nice and economical for her, but she also does a larger size over here, which you can see gives her a lot more opportunity to put in a lot more layers of detail. This is one she did inspired by the view right outside our window of, we have the ocean and the nighttime setting sun up in the clouds. So that's a really, really beautiful piece, about twice as big as the other ones. So anyway, if you'd like to know a little bit more about these, we recorded this afternoon a sample of exactly how she makes these. So you can watch that now, and I'll be back in a second. Hey everybody, and here we are actually in Jen's workshop. She's working on a piece right now. And now ultimately this is going to turn into something similar to these little cuties here. You can see it's like this is a set she's been working on. Although this one's actually kind of unique. You zoom right in there so you can see it in the flame. And so basically what she does is she has these glass rods, and you can see she's adding another layer of color into it right there. And playing with flame, she has to keep it constantly in motion so it doesn't become lopsided. And yeah, and so like what is this you're working on here? What colors are these?
These are fuchsia and peach and amber.
Fuchsia and peach and amber. Okay, yeah, and so it's super hot now, so she's putting it into the kind of player bullet shape. Yeah. And so speaking of all the colors, she's actually got a ton of them over here. There are literally hundreds of glass rods. These come all the way from Oregon, don't they? Mm-hmm. They ship all the way from Oregon and the Pacific Northwest, and I don't even know how many hundreds these are. They come in a lot of different colors, although a big part of what Jen does is mix and match those colors to come up with new unique stuff. Like actually the other day she got a request for some burgundy pieces, and she has no burgundy up here at all. She actually had to spend quite a bit of time experimenting to find a perfect burgundy. I know that took quite a while.
It was fun.
Yeah, she definitely enjoys herself while she's doing this. Okay, so is it just about ready?
Yep.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is put the head on now.
Okay.
And
all right,
it's going to have a fuchsia head.
Yeah.
So
a fuchsia head.
A fuchsia head.
All right. How hot is this flame?
About 2,000 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Although when you're getting that high, Celsius, Fahrenheit, I don't know that it matters that much. Oh, okay.
Give it a little bit of a neck. And then just a little bit more on.
Yeah, you can see it's kind of, you're keeping it, you're spinning it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And now it's become a big blob.
Have to keep the rest of the marker warm or else it'll crack.
Oh, okay.
And now we'll melt that in to the top of the head.
That's cool.
And
All right.
it's just about ready to go into the kiln.
Into the,
You want to see it under the light?
yeah. Yeah, so you can see, if I don't zoom in too far, all the layers of color and the brand new head she's just put on it. Oops.
Okay.
All right.
Now it goes over here into the kiln.
All right, so, and what's this about?
This is the kiln
Yeah.
where everything.
There's several other
anneals.
pieces in there already, it looks
Yep.
like.
And have to keep it closed.
Okay.
This is in Celsius at the moment. It's 500 degrees Celsius, which is about 950 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And that allows the glass to stay in a solid form, so it's not molten anymore, but it needs to anneal, which means the heat from inside the bead or the figurine cools at the same time as the outside. The core and the outside cool at the same time, which creates a stable piece and a stable player marker.
All right. Okay, well, cool. So that's it. That's how they're made. And Jen's just lost her funky specs. You know, these are the specs that actually, when she's working, she can actually see layers of color through the flame. That, you know, when we were looking at the flame, it was just all kind of obscured by a big fireball, but Jen can actually still see what she's doing with those fancy glasses. Okay, that's basically it. What's that stuff there? That's some frit, isn't it?
This is frit.
Right. That's how you do. That's how you got these little confetti kind of stuff in there, right?
This is the mixture for that.
All right. Cool.
You can see there's 10 colors in there, and that's how I get all those colors in.
Cool. All right. Well, so that's a little bit of behind the scenes of how Jen makes her glass jewelry and her glass player markers. Okay. Thanks, Cindy Pie. Okay, and now there was a little bit of behind the scenes, although it's quite a bit more behind the scenes than Jen is really comfortable with, but she knows this is her commercial, so she had to help sell them, even though I'm the spokesman. And so speaking of commercial, Jen does have a website she sells these on. It's gamerglass.eu. It's EU for Europe, because that's where we live. Gamerglass.eu. So you can go there and you can check out her wares and, you know, place orders directly. And continuing with the commercial theme, she's actually given me a price sheet, a very high-tech price sheet that she scribbled down. Let's see, so as an example, like that set of 4 I showed you, the red, yellow, green, and blue, that was the standard confetti size. A standard set like that of 4 is going to be $30 or 22 euros. Now, alternatively, you could get your own special bespoke, you know, that larger one I showed, the sunset over the ocean one, with your own colors, you know, your own style, you know, it'll definitely work for you. And remember, when Jen does these, she actually makes several pieces, so you could choose the one that's right for you. That generally runs 20 bucks or 14 euros. Now, alternatively, you could just maybe get a single one of those standard ones, like those confettis, and that is $10 or 8 euros. Now, as a added bonus, you could go to the website gamerglass.eu and check them out. Or if you're going to be at the Essen Spiel Fair this year in 2013, I'm going to be there too. And if you would like to see some of these in person, hold them in your hands because it's a great tactile feeling to hold these things. They're just wonderful. You can, when you're at the show, look for the guy wearing this shirt. Jen had it made up special. I am a walking billboard. That is how much I love my wife. So, you know, look for me, and I'll be carrying a backpack full of these pieces, a whole bunch of different types, as well as some jewelry. No, I will not be wearing it, but you can stop me and ask. I will not be wearing any of the earrings or any of the necklaces. And, you know, I'll pull out my bag of goodies, and you can see if there's anything you might like to pick up. There will be a special Essen discount available at the show, and so look for me. And if you are really interested and don't want to take the chance of missing me, because of course Essen is a big, big place, go on ahead and drop me a line. You can reply however it is you're watching this, whether it's on Twitter or Facebook or Board Game Geek, or just because you subscribed me on YouTube. All of them, you should be able just to drop me a direct message me, and we will arrange a time that we'll meet up, and I'll be able to show you Jen's wares. Okay, so that's it. Thanks, everybody. I think Jen's getting up because she's...
Thank you.
Okay, and that was it. That was Rahdo Runs Through Gamer Glass. Okay, thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.